Why, hello everybody, so welcome to another level up. Today we'll be talking about making your own reminder markers, turn markers, or whatever kind of markers you want for board games or any kind of games really. Now the thing about a lot of these markers is that you can buy them from several companies like Gale Force 9 and all that. And that's all great if you have the extra cash. But for me, I'm not that rich, and so I like to make my own. And here's the thing, these are not hard to make. And no one's asking that you to paint them up to a very high standard and everything. But the best thing about making them yourself is that they're unique. And because they're unique to the, to yourself, when you look at on the board, example, I'm making this as a gift for a reminder marker for someone. What it does is that it's so different from the rest of the games that you play, that when you look at it, you instantly get reminded. Example, this one, I made it so that you see, just to keep to the reminder thing, I've made it red so it's very easily, when you look through across the table, usually a red thing around there, you notice it. And on top of that, the sword is meant to be pointing towards what you need to be reminded about. Let's say every turn you get 3 gold, you put it there, you point it at that thing, and so whenever you glance through the board, you see your player thing, and then you see, oh, collect 3 gold here, then you remind yourself to do it. And there's a little diorama for this one, whereby the guy wakes up and he forgets to do something, so he collapses his entire tent around him. And so this is just this little diorama story, but at the same time the story reinforces the reminder thing, because the person will look at it and, oh, I need to do something when this is pointing at something. Alright, now, pretty simply, all these can be made through the bit box pieces that you get from several miniature games and everything like that. In fact, even if you don't play miniature games and you want to make these yourself, probably just ask around in a game store. People will sell them for you for really cheap. I sold one entire bag of stuff for like 50 cents, And usually for like this one, what I did was I got one of these bases which I made before for another miniature. Alright, and I basically took a sprue which I had a lot of extra arms from Games Workshop's Empire models, you see, and I just chopped them off and I'm just put them together basically. This is basically the tent is basically papier-mâché, which is like can be newspaper, toilet paper with mixed with water and 50 glue. It's like maybe 80-20. Alright, and then when it dries, it becomes this solid piece here, you see. And of course after that you varnish this. Alright, and you can paint it any way you want. You can make it as unique as you want. Example, if you wanted something like this, like a banner pole, if you're an orc player, just something as simple as that. Or either if you wanted something more dynamic, you can build a little mound of sand and everything, and then put like a banner like that to remind you to do something. Or it can be a turn marker. So, and the best part about this, cheap. These are really cheap. Probably if you're a miniature player, you already have these, so they're almost free. And this took me less than a few hours, not even a few hours. I could literally do this probably within 1.5 to 2 hours. But that's because I want to do the highlighting and everything. If you wanted to do it just a base coat, you could do it within, let's say, half an hour really. The only longest thing you had to do probably was to wait for this to dry when you put the glue mixture. So basically that's it. The tip basically is to make something. You don't have to buy everything, you can make it yourself, and especially if you already have the tools around you, why not? So thank you very much, till next word.